Hi, I'm Doron Ben-Meir, the CEO of Commercialisation Australia, and I'm here to explain how to partner with government to spark innovation. So the key piece of advice that I share with companies is to be completely immersed in the space that you're tackling. It's very difficult to innovate, to create in an area in which you have no direct experience. It's not impossible, but it's difficult. So even if you have an idea that is new to you in the sense of the domain, in order to commercialise it, you're going to have to get immersed in a hurry. So when partnering with government, the first thing you need to think about is what is the government trying to achieve with whatever the government is doing. In the case of Commercialisation Australia, the government is trying to stimulate the creation of new business from novel intellectual property, so from invention. So from good idea through to marketplace. The reason the government wants to do that is to create more tertiary, if you like, business in our economy. Relieve us of the reliance on the traditional primary and secondary industry, so mining, agriculture, farming. So given that government is trying to achieve that, as an entrepreneur, you want to work with government, you need to cast what it is you're doing in that light, and you need to focus on how you're going to achieve a business outcome for the benefit of Australia that is working in a knowledge-intensive, IP-rich environment. If that lines up with what you're trying to achieve, then your natural inclination would be to pitch it the way government needs it to be pitched, and that is you're going to make a business conversion out of new intellectual property. So what we're doing with CA is saying, okay, we know that there's a lack of capital in the marketplace, but we also know that often these early stage businesses don't have all the skills and expertise immediately available to them to execute on the commercialisation task. So we bring a number of skilled people in the form of our case managers together with the money to work with applicants and participants to assist them on that commercialisation process. We bring both the resources in terms of experience and early stage capital to help get inventors started along the path and hopefully take them to a point where they're commercial, which means they can raise further funding or sell to customers and build the business naturally in the marketplace. But we recognise how difficult it is to get started, and that's where Commercialisation Australia is focused. The things that successfully move a company to commercialisation really is it's all about the value proposition. So what particularly inventors, particularly technical inventors, have to understand is that features and benefits, the invention itself, don't sell. You have to turn that into something someone wants to buy. The companies that succeed understand what motivates their customers. And so whenever you look at a successful company, you'll see a company that's managed to convert from concept, features and benefits into product people want to part money with. When you compare Australia to a market like the US, where capital is more plentiful, you find that it takes a US company several $1 million more to achieve the same thing as an Australian company. So where we have some real advantages, we're very good at getting a lot done with very little, and that's by necessity. I'm very inspired by what we have to start with in terms of Australia's inventiveness. We just have to focus now on the commercialisation aspects of getting this into people's hands, getting it into the customers' hands. That focus has been lacking. We focus too much on the technical capacity. Let's get the two halves together and we'll have our innovation.